I am looking for that. Hey. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. How are we all? I think I've got a bit of sawdust in my eye, which is why I keep rubbing it, but there we go. So, where are we? It is Sunday, the 24th of September. We are live on online live psychic readings. Thanks go out to Stace and Veronica for having me here, and for Stace for moderating. My name is Simon, and if you haven't seen me before, I read oracle, tarot, objects, dice, that kind of thing. And this afternoon we're going to use 2 decks of cards. I'm going to start off with 2 decks of cards and see how things go. Got to turn that light down because it's starting to flicker. That's better. So we shall see. Let's wait for a few more people to join in. It's a lovely Sunday afternoon where I am on the south coast. Well, I say lovely. It's not raining, it's not windy, and it's not cold. So that's not too bad. So I hope you are all having a good Sunday afternoon, and your evenings, afternoons, your weekends, sorry, have been productive and have served you well. I need to, I put some eye drops in, but I can't shift that piece of sawdust. I've been crafting all afternoon, that's why I'm covered in sawdust. So, I wonder if Butterfly, as Butterfly has a first name, just so I can, refer to the first name rather than that, your username, as it were. Hi, Gaia, how are you? Good afternoon, Facebook user. If it's the Facebook user that I think it might be, I need to know. Give us another sign, one that I'm going to recognize. If it's not, you won't understand that message at all. But I know some of you are having trouble with the links to give permission, etc. So, hello, Lynn. Thanks for joining. So we, the royal we, I am going to be using one of my favorite decks of cards this afternoon. Hi, Christine, Facebook user. Hello. The first deck of cards I'm using is called the Enchanted Map. They were the first deck of cards that I really kind of withdrew to. So I'm using those. Well, first I was drawn through to when I awoke, as it were. And the second deck of cards, I think it's called the Enchanted Forest. I can't rightly remember. And I just feel that those are the correct pairing of cards. Hi, Micah. You have those cards. Yes, they are lovely. The Enchanted Map are lovely, and so too are the Enchanted Forest, but I have got a bit of a soft spot for the Enchanted Map. Facebook user, if you aren't able to click on that link, just put your name or so in the comment as well, so that I can see who you are and I can relate to you rather than Facebook user, because we might end up with a few Facebook users. Micah, let's start with you, shall we? If you like how I do things this afternoon, I do have my own page. It's a closed group. You're more than welcome to come along. At the moment, I'm doing half-hour readings for donations. I've been doing that for the past couple of months, actually, and it's been rather good, rather well received. So, Mika, let's start with you. Right, your first card from the Enchanted Map is on top of the pile. I'm just going to shuffle this one, the secondary deck, to give you yours. So, Mika, sorry, I think it's Mika. Let's see what we've got. So, from the Enchanted Map, we have got card 12, and from the Sacred Forest, I think it is, that's the one, we've got the Oak. Right, so we've got card number 12 for you. In my research of numerology, 12 is at the end of the current cycle. A lot of people use 9. I'm leaning towards the 12 as the end. So this is slow and steady. Feels like things have been a little bit of a drag for a while now. I don't say past few weeks. Things have been a bit tricky over the past, I'd say, 6 months or so. Slow and steady. You are near the end point of this goal, this achievement, whatever this cycle is. The end is in sight. And rather than just, you've got to kind of, I think you can feel that the page is being turned, as it were. And rather than getting very excited and kind of willing the end section to hurry, we're being told here, keep that focus, keep that direction, keep that motivation. It will sort itself out. Reinforced with this second card, Ancient Strength. Ancient Oak Spirit. Strength. Now, more than ever, to see this other card out in fruition, this other kind of whatever it is that's happened, going through, etc., etc., dig deep for the final push. It's like the last run of the relay. You probably have to work the hardest on this last this last part of the hurdle. All right, so focus in. 12, the ending is sight. 2s are all about imbalance. The energy, for me, the energy being unbalanced. So there may be, you hear my budgie in the background, a wobble towards the end. Maybe there's a doubt in whether you can finish it, but dig deep and know that you can and that you will. Because all cycles, no matter how weird or challenging they are, they all go round and round and round. Because that's how we spiral up the tree of life. Okay, so dig deep, the end's in sight, keep on going, Mika. All right. Hi from Edinburgh, how are you? Keep the comments coming up. Lisa Bannister, your name has just gone up in lights, as it were. Lisa Bannister, let's have a look. It's a lovely word, Bannister, isn't it? I'm going to try and be as quick as possible with everybody so that I can try and resonate. It does resonate. Good on you. Well, onwards and upwards. Keep it going, all right? Deep breath, chin out, go for it, as it were. Nearly there. Just no complacency. Lisa, yes. Well, sorry, I should have said why. Explain that. Banister. It's just, to me, we had a banister-ish going up there in my well, everybody's got a banister going upstairs, but I just think they're symbols of stability and strength and necessary, you know, supporting. So I don't know whether that's you or whether I'm just gibbering on. Right, what have we got? Interesting, Lisa. Your first card is making a choice. Card 30. So 3 comes after 2, as we know. As I briefly touched upon, 2s for me are about energy imbalances and that kind of something not working right. When that energy flow does balance, we move quickly onto a 3. with renewed energy, drive, passion, motivation, etc. You have a choice to make over the next, I reckon, a couple of weeks is too far. Let's go with another good word of mine, fortnight. I love the word fortnight, 2 weeks. But the choice isn't a case of make or break choice. It isn't one's right, one's wrong. If you look really closely at the card, and I'll hold it as still as I can, both pathways lead to doors which have got equally as much going for them. Okay, so it's not as if it's a wrong choice. You've got options. You've got options with this choice. Your second card, I must put some more eye drops in. I should wear my goggles, one or the other. Your second card, Mystic Meadow, Sanctuary. Now, in the distance of this card, looks more like Corfe Castle than Glastonbury. But here you've got Mystic Meadow and Sanctuary. You have got in this card creatures that we don't get bears in the UK, I know, but I'm not sure if you get foxes anywhere else. I don't know. It's my ignorance in geology and biology, etc. You have got individual animals that have come together at a meeting point as like an animal council. So this to me feels that within this choice that you are going to be making, you might need to seek the advice. Hi, Maxine. Hi, Cindy. Of people you wouldn't normally get advice from. Kind of, it doesn't feel very much like, oh, that's the last person I discussed this with. But whatever this choice is, it feels very much as if you need to be taking guidance from unusual characters. That's what I think. Unusual characters. You know what I mean? You've got the fox there, you've got the rabbit, very elegantly dressed, I might say, like he's chairing the meeting, and you've got the bear. So you could argue that the bear represents strength, the fox is cunning, and the rabbit wisdom, possibly. So seek some advice from people or things that you wouldn't necessarily, could be your spirit guides, I don't know, but that kind of feeling. So choices on the horizon, but not either or, as it were. It's down to choice. So I hope, Lisa, that resonates. And if not, this choice is coming. This direction, this opportunity. I hate the word opportunity, you know what I mean? This possible avenue for you to go down. Right. Who are we going to look for next? Okay, I'm going to take a gamble, and because you're welcome, Lisa, I hope it resonated a little bit, or sort of rang a few bells. I'm going to try the Facebook user that's just put up, I would love a card, please, Simon, many thanks, and a star, I think it is. So I'm just going to call that Facebook user, because I know it must be really frustrating if you're trying to get your comments up and for some reason it doesn't work. So the Facebook user with the star, shooting star, I am just going to call Star. A bit like in the Lost Boys, I'm going to call you Star. Is that all right? Okay, thank you. And yes, please share this amongst your friends and like-minded souls. If you like how I do things and my approach to reading, my link is being ticker taped along the bottom. One is for my closed spiritual group, and the other is for my website that I sell the spiritual bits and pieces I make myself. Oh, so the shooting star is Lee O'Neill. Fabulous. Oh, Star was quite nice, but we'll go with Lee. There you go. Lee. And I'm not sure if that, oh yes, his name. So there we go, Lee. Let's give you one of these cards. Eugene, I'm just going to nip over to Eugene because I've just read your comment quickly. Eugene, I have a friend who is desperately looking to change jobs. not because their current job, although they thoroughly enjoy the management, the support structure, isn't what it should be, and so they are desperately trying to look for something that will give them what they need and allow them to give what they need. So please don't panic about looking for a job. I do a daily check on Indeed, a daily check at a certain time on Indeed, and just try and have that faith that something will turn up. Something will, because if you're putting it out there, you know, I have every faith. Right, so back to Lee. Lee, hello. So Lee, card 54, 5. Sorry, yeah, 54 comes to a 9. 9 for me represents the inner reflection. So sometimes when we can't see the wood through the trees, etc., and the usual kind of folks that we speak to regarding issues, dilemmas, worries, concern, don't seem to be able to get the right grip on things, right? So 9 for me is that reflection that we have to do ourselves. It's almost looking in the mirror and talking to yourself physically. Imagine you're having tea or a coffee with the mirror image of you and having that honest heart-to-heart discussion about, it's not just about weighing up the pros and cons, it's about, does it feel right? Now the card is encouragement. So this feels very much as if something's happening at the moment where you are perhaps doubting your ability to do something, to meet a certain criteria, to meet a goal, whatever it is, you are doubting, right? You're welcome, Eugene. I try to do as many as I can without sort of interfering with readings and things. So yes, just put it out there. Set yourself a time. So don't be on Indeed 24 hours a day. Every day, just have a look. Try different search engines and whatnot just to see what's out there. Lee, sorry. It's almost as if you can do whatever it is this is, Lee. I have no doubt that you can do it. And maybe the support network that you've used time and time again isn't quite what you need now. So ask yourself, what is it that is perhaps holding you back, or what is the challenge that you are challenging yourself with? Because we're our own worst enemies sometimes. Now, look, this is interesting. Card 4 on this second deck. I apologize for keep rubbing my eye, but I've probably got a lump of dust in there, sawdust. It's card 4, Bear Spirit Healing. I'm wondering then, Lee, whether this is something to do with, and Stacey, you'll have to let me know what Lee's comment is, whether there's been a bit of hurt and there's been a mistrust. There's something that has caused this self-doubt. So part of this reflection is the healing. Whether it's spiritual, physical, emotional, therapeutic healing, whatever it is, there's a bit of healing there. But look, the bear is there to say you can do this. You just have to perhaps allow it, forgive maybe. 4 card for number for stability. You are more, I don't want to say you are more stable than you feel, but in gaining this strength, no response from Lee. Okay. Oh, I think he just what great to hear. I think that's Lee. So I feel that actually, you know what, when you have, it may be, Lee, you just have to do something like have a damn good, a really good cry or a moan or a whinge or a cord cutting or something to kind of clear the past and allow you to move forward. Do you know what I mean? And when you do that, you'll feel better, more equipped, I'm sure. Cindy. Oh, you know what? The only thing with doing DIY woodwork and craft, despite goggles and an air vent, you do get bits of wood in your eye. Okay, enough of me moaning. Cindy. Thank you, Amanda. There may be his guide. Absolutely. Absolutely. You're bearing in mind that guides come and guides go, and you know what you call upon one day, you may not need another day. Right, where are we? Cindy, that's right, Cindy. There's your first card, your second card. Okay, Cindy. It's card 40, Cindy. So 4 and 0 comes to 4 stability, as I've talked about before. However, the 0 refers to the cosmic egg and the infinite possibilities and the absolute nothing. It's kind of like the moment before the Big Bang. You know, it's like you're about to pull the cracker, and it's that, will it go, will it not? It's that excitement and that thank you, Facebook user. I don't know. I need to sort it out now. Cindy, this is really kind of evident to me that there is a time. The time is now for you to, as it says, follow the leader. And I don't feel this is anything like following your own gut intuition, following your own spirit guides. I feel there's someone that you perhaps need to just listen to and take guidance from. But I feel this is a person rather than a guide or an animal or that kind of thing, or an oracle. It's almost as if there's this, you've been mentored by a physical human being, you know, that kind of thing. And I don't feel that perhaps, Cindy, you find it very easy to, excuse the way I'm putting this, perhaps listen to instruction, because you are feels like you are quite headstrong, and you like to do things your way. But it feels as if the time is now for you to say, you know what, for this next few days or so, I need to listen. I can see who that is. You can, yes, that would change the. You need to perhaps just listen and focus on what the information that you're being given in order to progress further. Now, the other card, look at that, beautiful, beautiful unicorn. With this one, when I say it doesn't feel like the normal thing you would feel doing, I'm open to listening now more than ever. Good. And because of this, that's what I feel. You're not going to become a unicorn. We're not going into fairies and the la la land and all that sort of thing. But you know what? It feels as if you are going to have this renewed, it's not energy, presence. That's the word I want. It's going to feel like you're going to be able to hold yourself taller, stronger, and have more of an effect on, it sounds a bit cheesy, but more of an effect on the people around you, and be someone that people kind of look up to or look towards. Meaning of being, absolutely. Yes, it's a magical creature, the unicorn, blah blah blah, but it's kind of really, it's held in high regard as far as creatures go, isn't it, sort of thing. And I do feel that you are gonna, your light will be, let's get a few cliches in there. The light's going to be brighter, your vibration's going to be stronger, that kind of feeling. So for the time being, it almost feels as if zip up, ears open, follow, digest, infer, process, and move forward. Yeah, highest standard of acceptance. Absolutely, couldn't have said it better myself. So good on you, Cindy. It's happening. Right, swig. Right, keep the comments coming up for me so I can see who's here. I'll give these a shuffle. Christine Davis. Hello, Christine. Hope you and the family are well as can be expected. That's fallen out. I've got to take it. It's fallen out, so we're going to go with it. She's been out once before this afternoon, but we've got to take it. Hello, Pam. Pam, is that Reader Pam? I think it might be. Long time no see. I think. Christine, unusual because this one's been out. So, Christine, the choice cards come out. Now, what's throwing me a little bit, Christine, is because your second card is truth. I know, Christine, you're quite often stuck in the middle of a situation where, let's just leave it that way. Sometimes you're stuck in the middle, right? Holding things together for your nearest and dearest, that kind of thing. This card usually infers that there is a decision or your choice for you coming up, and there's no right or wrong. It's just one of those things where you can have a personal choice. But this truth card is throwing me a little bit because, what card are we? It's talking about truth. This is not necessarily making the right choice or the most truthful choice. So why am I getting thrown by this card? So the ravens, they're carrying messages, and maybe that. There we go. You can take that. With that raven card and the truth. Before you can make this choice, this honest choice, there's more to listen to. Now, it could be, it's information on the wind, like a raven or a message or a small bird, or maybe there is a tale, or there's information that you haven't heard yet, which is pivotal for this choice before you do it. So hold back. When the choice manifests, it may even be with you now, say choice, direction. Don't rush into it. Make sure you've got all the information necessary. Make sure you base that choice on the truth, as the card said. Christine, I just want to say, bide your time a little bit. All right? Right. I'm going as quick as I can. So if I haven't read for you already, just keep your comments coming up so that I can see who's here and who's not. Angela. Hello, Angela. Please don't mistake me being quick for being rude. I just try and connect as many as I can. You're welcome, Christine. If you like how I do things, my group is being ticker taped along the bottom. It's a closed group with just over 1,000 members in it. I run courses, development groups, that kind of thing. We have a Monday night drop-in where you can just pay a weekly joining fee. Drop in and we chat about all things spiritual. Tomorrow our focus is going to be on numbers and what they mean to us, and currently I'm doing 30-minute readings for a donation. So if you like the idea of some of that, come and join my group. It's just called Simon. You'll know it because it's a white background with a black raven or crow's wing in the background. Excuse me. Right, what have we got? Angela, hello. You're welcome, Cindy. Okay, Angela, your cards. The card's 39, which comes to a 12. 12 is the end of the cycle, as far as I'm concerned. So things drawing to a close, naturally coming to an end this next cycle. Now, remember, we start cycles, we run cycles, and we work our way up as we learn things. If we don't learn it on that orbit, we learn it on the next one or the next one, sort of thing. Now, this card is called Protecting Treasure. I'll hold it there for a second, and then I'm going to describe this card. So there is a female figure trying to sleep or sheltering from horrendous rain and she's laying on top of a treasure box. Next to her is a massive pile of gold. On the floor is a massive gemstone. There is a crown with her. She's under an umbrella, and there is I think it's a blue tip on top of the umbrella. She is protecting what is most important to her. It's not wealth. It's not but material things. I feel with this card there is that's completely thrown me. It's not family. I feel that there is almost feels like an experience in there, Angela, for you. A kind of a memory link that you are desperately holding on to. Not because it was like, oh, I don't know, sorry, like somebody who's crossed last words or anything. It may be just, may have been an experience that you want to hold on to because it inspired you. It gave you a direction, a focus, a drive, those sorts of things, you know. And I think it may well have been difficult for you to do that recently, you know, because of what's going on here and with all the distractions. I feel a little bit sad as well, as if it's been a bit of a struggle. However, the next card is 34, which is a 7, which to me is all about learning something new. Now, this is, we'll use the analogies, this is upgrades, this is downloads, this is new perspectives on things, this is epiphany moments, all those kinds of things that give us that step up, that show us the learning and the knowledge that we gain. It's success. So come hell or high water, whatever it is you're protecting or looking after memory experience wise, it's working out. Hey, Facebook user, so yes, it's all right. I think it almost feels like the hardship portrayed on this card is coming to an end with the 12, and it's going to be it's been worth waiting for. You know, it's going to be the end. What's that phrase? I'm trying to think of the phrase. It's been worth the effort and the energy you've put into it. So, Angela, I hope that resonated. Sometimes we have to hold on to silly little things that give us direction and give us focus. Do you know what I mean? This little thing here is a metal and wood ring, which I wear to remind me on a daily basis that whatever happens, I need to keep being creative. I need to keep, because it's the metal, it's the woodwork, and those are the two mediums I work with, among others. And to me, it's that little a memory aid to say, you know what, come hell or high water, I'm still not going to let go of my craft. That's the one thing that's kept me going and keeps me sane, among other things. So, Angela, I don't know if you're still there, but I hope that made some sort of sense for you. Hello, Elaine. Thank you for joining. Facebook user will listen. Okay, it still won't open. Okay, Stacey's just put up another StreamYard link. Hopefully that'll solve a few of our technical issues. Amanda, are you still there? You're welcome, Angela. Amanda, are you still there? We're rocking on gas. How many we done? 1, 2, 3, 4. Done a few today. So, Angela. Hi, Sophia. Sorry, Sophie. Thank you for coming in. I'm going to try and do as many as I can. I'm not sure if Amanda's still there. I know what's going to happen the minute I start and somebody else just say I'm still here. Okay. Yes, she is. She's still there. Amanda Smith. Hello. There's your card. She's been out this evening as well. Okay, Amanda, this immediately sends me in a different direction as to the meaning it came up before, which is quite odd. Amanda, I don't know where you are on your spiritual path, your journey, or whatever, but it's the follow the leader card, and with you, it's more about I feel that you are about to hold that light out, hold the lantern, and show others the way. So I don't know whether your role as your profession is in some way linked to teaching or sharing information or supporting, or whether you're on a spiritual journey and you hold regular groups or that kind of thing. But I feel that for you, you are the leader in this card, and you have got an opportunity to share, to guide, to support, to nurture, all those wonderful words. And this is card 3. So as I've said before, 3s follow 2, as we all know, and 2's the imbalance. It could be a situation where the work-life balance isn't right, or the relationship balance isn't right, or there is like a bullying of energy. But you've got the 3 which follows on. Transformation. Look at that. I don't know whether this follow the leader, this leading role is something you are familiar with, but it certainly feels like it's something that you are morphing into. Someone that people can come to for support, for information, for direction, that kind of thing. And I don't know, it feels more employment based, but it could be on a spiritual path, but it feels like job wise or role, but look at that beautiful transformation card there. So let it. And this, it also is quite good, well, not good to say, it feels like don't be afraid to do this. Show your worth. Show your worth and know your worth. Know that you've got this and you are able to pass on this knowledge, this guidance, whatever form it is, to others. All right? So good on you. Maxine. Maxine Resolute. This is my regular slot, so if you don't get to manage to get a reading tonight, then I'll be here next week at the same time. Apologies for not being here last week. There was a family thing on that I was involved with. But as I say, my group is being ticker taped at the bottom. Maxine, okay. Card 15 comes to a 6. 6 is the plate spinner. This is trying to do too much. This is putting too much energy, spreading the energy out too thinly. Something's going to have to go, or a few things you can afford to let go because you're doing them, perhaps because you've always done them, and it's always assumed that you'll do them. Now is the time to say, you know what, I need to focus on a few things that are more important, so let them go. As the card says, it's not a one-ring circus. You don't have to do it all. We try to. Certain star signs want to be in control of everything. I get that. But actually, what would be rather... We have to... If we've got 10 plates spinning, the 10 plates we spin today may well be different to the 10 plates we spin tomorrow, because things come and go. But you cannot do this all. You may want to, but you don't need to. You have got leadership. Card 39 comes to a 12. So this is a great sign. Drop some of those plates start this and end this pattern that's been going on for however long it's gone for. Drop a few plates, end this pattern, and start afresh on this new circuit round. Leadership. Look at that beautiful stag there. I don't know whether you have spirit animals with a stag, whether you see stags very often, or whether you can just take the strength that is kind of emanating from this card. Don't fear not doing something just because it's assumed you've always done it, you know? Oh, Max going to do it. That's all. She always does that. She'll be fine. No, this is you. You choose the space that you want to spin and the energies that you want to channel, as it were. Maxing, and leave that there. Make some changes, just little ones, you know. Sophie, are you still here? Don't know the surname, not sure. Sophie, are you still here? I'm jotting names down as quickly as I see them, but I am aware of the time, and I know I'm going quickly. Sophie, yes, hello, Sophie. Sophie Elena, I am reading as quickly as I possibly can. Sorry if it seems that I'm being short and sharp, but I'm trying to choose my words carefully to get what I'm feeling out to you. Future is always bright. We just lose track of it sometimes. Change the bulbs. There's the phrase. Sophie, this card has just jumped out, and I like this card. I like them all, realistically. No, I need another shuffle on that deck. Don't feel right. Not too samey. Thank you, Cindy. Right. Where were we? Sophie. Golden Palace. The image on this card is of a golden palace. It's standing upon long, deep, heavy, thick, firm foundations. But if you look in the background, the land is very arid and very dry. This is one of those kind of warning cards. Don't freak, don't mean warning. Sophie Elena, fabulous. This is the reminder that, you know what, we have to ground ourselves. We have to make sure our foundations are kept in trim, because that's what we build everything on. It's like, you know, we talk about the expanding universe of life and the cosmos, etc. But you look within and you see that there is crystals. We do use you. Crystal, you are on my list. I'm trying to do as many as I can, but I'm doing my best. So far I've got Sophie I'm reading for, Elena, Marion, Janet, Crystal, and Eugene, and I may not have time to do everybody. So yes, we have this microcosm of life going on within us. Now this is not about diet and exercise and all that sort of thing, but it's just an issue. Damn, my own foundations are up. Oh, okay. Right, foundations are meant generally, but I know what you mean there. So make sure your needs are being taken care of, so you can be that golden palace everybody knows and supports. All right, so look after yourself inside. Now look at this. Wisdom came out with that card 27, 9. 9, reflection, the inner conversation to say. This is, you put me off saying about the damp proofing now. This is, I'm a firm believer, and it's not being pig-headed or anything like that. I'm a firm believer, but we also returned from a few days to find a neighbour had cut some of it. Oh no. Yes. I'm a firm believer, but as children, as infants, we have a lot more knowledge inside us than anyone can ever imagine. We have that belief system, we have that wonder, we have that awe, we have that amazement. That gets kind of pushed out as we go through the education system, as we go through the employment system, you know, mortgage, life, marriage, this, that, kids, and it gets pushed out. And it can sometimes take a major kind of occurrence for us to be able to challenge all these exterior influences that we've had brought upon us. So what I'm getting on is that if you are having if you are having some what's the words I want to use? If you are feeling as if some of these questions have not been answered yet, or there is more to know. I mean, I remember as a child thinking there's got to be more to life than this, you know what I mean? And as a teenager, and there is. We just have to tune into it. So don't. Hi, Marina. Sorry. The information is within you. The knowledge is within you. It's not about following the ideas of books or the teachings of necessary or different mediums. You go with your gut and you trust your instinct. Okay. Sophie says, I've been blessed. Let's always communicate with spirit at a time, not to do during. Yeah, absolutely. I love my reading chat. I really appreciate receiving your read too. You're more than welcome. You know this, you've got this, so never doubt it. Quick drink of water. Elena, are you still here? I don't know how we're doing for time. 15:15. I might be able to get a few more of these that we've done. No, he's done, you know. Elena, you still here? If you do happen to get a word from me this afternoon, if you wouldn't mind leaving a post on my page, if you join, it'd be lovely to see you. Hi, Laura. Thank you for joining. I'm going like the clappers today to try and get as many people done as possible. Elena, she's still here. Fabulous. I feel like I'm buzzing today as well, which is fabulous. You know, sometimes when you kind of demonstrate whatever you want to call it, some days you really feel like you're in the zone, and that's not being big-headed, because I've been doing this for nearly 4 years and I know I can do it. I trust I can do it, but some days I kind of just speed up, which is really odd. Hello from Chicago, and when I speed up, it's like I've dropped down the gear. Do you know what I mean? And it just feels good. That card has been out an awful lot this afternoon. Crikey. So, Elena, you again have got follow the leader. Now, I'll tell you how many cards there are. There's quite a few. Follow the leader. Now, this is weird. Elena, forgive me. This has gone straight to that song. I'm not going to sing it. The nursery song. We're following the leader, the leader, the leader. We're following the leader. Blah, blah, blah. Why have I gone to singing? Why have I gone to children? Why have I gone to nursery rhyme, playgrounds, that sort of thing? Elena, forgive me, but I'll tell you what it feels like. Janet, I've got your name on this list, although it's a Facebook user. Elena, you know what? This harks a little bit to the message I just said. You know, when we singing that nursery song, I feel we're more instrumental. You're welcome. Thank you, Sophie. You know, so we get some of this knowledge thrown out to us at a young age. In nursery, at preschool, in primary school, or whatever grade it is in the States, I don't understand it. I don't know it, I'm afraid. One of the songs we would sing would be "We're Following the Leader." Now, that may well sound like a lovely nursery rhyme, and indeed it is. But what that's doing, perhaps on the subliminal message, is that there is a need for someone to lead us. Do you know what I mean? That's a bit deep. I think there's somebody at my door. 1 second. Yeah, so that kind of fits into what I was just saying, that we're being drip fed this. There needs to lead. Now, I don't know whether, Elena, this harks back to you. Are you in a situation now where you are feeling, feeling lost, don't know where to turn, don't know where to get your guidance from. And so this following the leader feels a bit haunting, as if it's a slight worry, as it were. But don't worry, because as I've just said, we don't need a leader. We are our own. You won't totally understand. Okay, I get it. We lead ourselves. One of the quotes that I like is that, and I forget who said it, it'll come to me shortly, the human race will only ascend or know its true worth when it realizes that each of us is a star and shines our unique way. And we need to shine our unique way. The other card is joy. So if you are in any doubt, if you are any wondering about where to, who's next, just breathe. Just allow you, Elena, to be Elena. All right? Just do what Elena does, because the influence Elena has in the world is unique to Elena. So go and do it. Affect those around you. Janet. Yeah, beautiful card, hummingbird. Janet, are you still here? You're welcome, Elaine. I keep calling you Elena. It's Elaine. I do apologise. Janet. Come and join my group. Sorry, I keep stopping. I stop. I forget to keep stopping every now and then and breathing and saying, thanks again for allowing me to be here on online live psychic readings. My name is Simon. I've been awake for about 4 years now. I have my own closed group, which you're more than welcome to come and join. Be lovely to have a few of you join me today. And this is my regular slot. So I can't, yeah, absolutely. I understand that, Janet. And well done for sorting that out. Janet, and for letting me know you're here. Janet, right, hello. Oh, the map card is a crazy. Oh, here goes the voice. The voice is starting to go. 1 second. Right, this card's a crazy looking card. Card 52. 7. Janet, as I've said to you before, 7 is my number for the kind of the acquisition of knowledge, whether that's an epiphany moment where you suddenly the penny drops, whether you see things from a new light, whether you get a download, an upgrade, or you get a contact with a guide or a mentor that gives you an extra bit of clarity. All right, but look at this card. It's the magical map shifter. So imagine the creator of the map is juggling all of those things. That's you at the minute. And indeed, there are 7 things that are juggling. You have got so many, there's a phrase from the UK, fingers in pots. When you've got ideas, you've got things going on. You are almost blindly taking on all these things and juggling and keeping things going, okay? However, you need to let things flow. Don't be concerned about all these things that are going on. Do the best you can and just breathe. So this is almost like a very much creative chaos card. Nothing wrong, but it's about taking things in your stride and taking things as they flow. 100% true. I mean, it's a cracking card. I can't quite work out what this character is shuffling, but there's so much going on, so much effort going into whatever this world you're creating around you is. And as much as we want to read all the books and have all the experiences and buy all the crystals, we just got to do it as and when it's ready. Okay. So quite a nice little card there. Crystal, are you still here? I know you were watching on YouTube. I think you were watching on YouTube. but if you're still here, 100% love it. Crystal, are you still here on YouTube? I'll give you a quick sound out, see if you're still here. I forget we're on YouTube. Not sure if Crystal's still here. I can't see any numbers at all, so there's no telling how many people are watching. Crystal, are you still there? Crystal, are you still there? Thank you for putting that message out. Yes, she's there. Crystal Pickett. Where are you in the world? Where are you? Giving these a real good shuffle. People watching, good. I never quite it's nice to know we're multi-platform, as it were. I'm still growing, and 9 people. Crystal said she posted her question. Sorry. Will me and Jake connect this year? The easy answer would be, and it's probably one you're well aware of, is manifest it. It's Crystal, Jennifer, thank you. That's total what's happening at the moment. You're welcome. Thank you. Crystal, the obvious one is manifest it. This is not just say I wish, I wish, I wish. This is imagine you in a situation with this person doing the things you would do as a couple. That's a great start. The card here is details, and it's 7. So this infers to me that there's still a bit of getting to know each other to happen. There are still fine lines that you need to find out perhaps about each other. This is not a romance reading in any way, shape or form, but for any relationship to work, you kind of need to know quite a lot of people. Thank you, Sophie, much love. See you soon. You kind of really need to know as much as you can before you can make that goal or that conscious decision to try and make things work. Okay. Now the card here is Spirit Guardian of Spring activation. So it would lead me to believe that the next spring, so we're talking 6 months from now, there will be a shift in that energy and perhaps that relationship. Now that may be a positive shift, it may be a negative shift, but it will be a shift that will allow you to see those details clearer and make a choice one way or another. All right. And I'll leave that there for you. Pam, I'm going to read for you. Thank you, Pam. I think I've read for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 people today, which is crazy. Pam, you're welcome. Crystal. Pam, here we go. Eyes down for full out. Right there. 5, wow, both on 15. That's 30. That is nice. Nice to see. Thank you for everybody watching. My name is Simon. We're approaching the hour mark. This is my regular slot here on live psychic readings for Sundays 5:30 to 6:30. So thank you for spending your part of your Sunday afternoon with me. Pam, your card. Oh, had you before? That's weird. Both have been out before. Pam, encouragement. Pam, it feels very much with these 2 cards. You've got encouragement and truth, 2 different decks. It feels everyone wants to hear what spirit passes to you. Bless you, Maxine. It feels very much as if somebody around you, I don't know whether you're a mother, etc., but the phrase, I feel like they need your mothering, compassion, guidance, support, love around you. They need some comfort from you, Pam, at the moment. I don't know whether it feels like, I'm going to say family member, could be friend, but it feels like a family member, and I think of a younger member as well, if I'm being honest. But mixed in with this, there is an element of truth that needs to come out yet. This, I'm going to be completely honest, Pam. It feels like a. I don't know if you've got children, but it feels like if you had children, one of your children is going through something at the moment, maybe school related, friendship rating, and you're kind of hearing 6 of one and a half a dozen of another, that kind of feeling. Now, if you haven't got children, it's just kind of like a niece or nephew type thing. No, it's closer than that. It's he says, she says. There's a bit of bickering, and you've got to kind of get both combined. All right, okay. Yeah, okay. It feels like a child. It feels like a child that you know, if not yours, is having a bit of a thing at the moment about a situation or something, and there's the bit of truth that needs to come out, and it hasn't come out yet. They may be covering something. Do you know what I mean? Saying they can, I don't know, saying they can cope at school, they can't cope at school. A lot of bickering brothers and sisters. Okay. Why am I thinking younger? Unless you're in the middle and you've got a younger sibling, and that's where it's coming from. And it's a bit more he says, she says, and you're not getting the whole picture. You know, family lovely, but boy, they can kick off sometimes, can't they? So I would just try and keep your I almost say keep your opinions to yourself until you've heard as much as you can from others before you make a decision. And you have a son, 29. I felt younger. But it could be him. I just assume my kids are younger, so could be. Just keep a clear head and be there should they come down. I've got a 20-year-old son. He's lovely. But sometimes all you get is grunts out of him, and every now and then he'll come and sit down and just start rabbiting, and they're the golden moments where you can get some clarity, some sense out of them. You know what I mean? So maybe that kind of link too. Ladies and gents, I am going to have to call that a night now. It's been an absolute blast, I feel, to be here again this afternoon. I can see the granddaughter. Could be. If you're close, keep your ear to the ground, you know? There's some things that parents don't get that I understand that grandparents do, and sometimes easier to open up to. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, keep your ear to the ground, but be ready to support, as it were, which I'm sure you do anyway. Stace, thank you again for having me on this evening. Thanks to Veronica. I'll be here next week at 5:30. All being well. It's been an absolute blast, and I'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.